Alright everybody, we are back at the homestead here on the $6 million farm. We still have $1 million left over, but it's time to do some harvesting. It is August. Let me check my settings real quick. We should be on 3-day harvest, or 3-day seasons. Yeah, 3-day season. It must be the 1st of August. And we've got some harvesting to do, so we're going to go ahead and get everything over there. If you are enjoying the content, it would help us out a bunch. You just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, that way you never miss anything that's going on. Seems like everybody's kind of slacking on the farm sim content lately, and I don't know why that is, just maybe because there's no mod maps or anything out there for people to, you know, diversify and separate their content from everybody else's. But we're gonna head on over here and figure out, I'm not even 100% sure what we have to harvest over here, but it should be oats, I think. But it's in field 69, our favorite number. And we've got to get this over here, and then we're probably just going to start the harvester at the bottom, so we don't have to worry about, you know, dealing with that. Let's see what we got in here. Got canola, actually, and there's weeds in there, so we're only going to get an 88% yield bonus, which is okay, I guess. Better than 0%. But we're going to turn this around, head on down to the bottom. Gotta be careful with this header trailer. The header likes to, even though it snaps into place, likes to roll off for some reason. Like you see, it just did a little glitch there. But we're going to head on down here, and we're going to get started on the harvest. And then, depending on how much we get, we'll decide whether we're going to take it to sell or not. I mean, it's not like we're dying to sell. We are on hard difficulty, so it could be a good minute before it gets to a price where it's reasonable to sell it. But we'll get down here, get set up, and we'll see you guys when we get there. Alright guys, we're here and we're ready to hook this thing up, and we're going to get started. This is probably the biggest harvester I've used so far in, you know, this new game. So it's going to be interesting to see how it does. We're definitely going to get started and see what we can do with it. Let me go ahead and go to the drone camera here. Still harvests at only 6 miles an hour, but when you're doing this wide, it's worth it. But we're going to get to harvesting. We're going to time-lapse through this harvest, and we will see you guys when we get her finished. Alright guys, we are finishing up the last little bit of canola here, and we actually got quite a bit. We're still not going to sell it just yet because our prices aren't looking too good for selling it right now, and we have the silo space to store it. But it's only 3 o'clock, and we could get a cultivator. Oh, don't pay attention, I'm not driving, been drinking. We could get a cultivator and get this field prepped, cultivated. We have the direct drill, but I still would like to cultivate before to kind of help with the weeds and anything of that nature. But first things first, we got to get this header back to the shop, and I'm hoping to get something planted in this. I don't know, because if we take a look at the crop calendar real quick, soybeans aren't going to be ready till early October. We still got 2 months before we get to there. But if we go ahead and cultivate this now, we could get some barley in the ground or some wheat for the chickens. We could get some wheat planted for the chickens, and I don't know, we could take this field that's full of cotton and put these two together, which might be something that we do. We'll have to look at the cost of the cultivator and that good stuff, get that bought first. But we gotta get this header on the trailer. Hopefully it'll click in. Did. Now we just gotta haul this back to the farm. We are good to go. Everything's empty out of here, so we can go park this back. I'm trying to decide what we actually want to do as a farm, because I really want to get into the corn harvesting of things. I really like corn. It's kind of my favorite crop, so we'll probably get into doing some corn. Check our thing again. If we plant wheat, we wouldn't be able to harvest it till August. Corn can't be planted till spring. Just trying to think, could we plant something and be able to harvest it before the corn? But it's not looking like it, because there's nothing that's going to be ready by spring. But we can harvest our soybean field and turn it into a corn field. That big field there that's full of green right now, that's our soybeans coming up. So we could do that, and that might be what we do. I mean, eventually we might sync the fields together. I don't want to plant the same thing in a crop in the same field over and over again, because I don't know if it works that way or not, but I feel like it would hurt our yield. We barely made it on the bridge, but I feel like it would hurt our yield. But we'll probably plant wheat in that field at least, even if we don't combine those two fields together. We'll just have to look at the price. Crappy thing about that is we have to cultivate the cotton under the ground because we're not going to be harvesting any cotton. I'm starting to think we need 2 harvesters for this because just of the sheer time it took to do that. But we're going to get this parked up back at the shop. We'll get the canola put in the silo, and then when we get done with that, we'll come back to you with a decision of what we decided to do. Okay, so we've decided we're not going to buy that other field at the moment. It's $600,000, which we have the money, but after we bought the cultivator, we're down under 100 mil, or 1 mil. So we don't want to be spending all our money on a field that we're not sure we're going to be able to do anything with. Oh, this is the 7R? I thought this was the 8R. No wonder we were struggling. I could have swore this was the 8R. So we're going to park this bad boy back in there. So we had our tractors mixed up. We were using the 7R for the auger wagon and the 8R to pull the little stuff like the fertilizer and stuff. So we can park that back right there. We're going to take our 8R. Yeah. Should be good to go. Should have plenty of horsepower for what we're going to be doing. We're going to run up, get that cultivator, and then we're going to get started on that. Alright, we've got the cultivator. We're going to head on back to the farm and get started cultivating. Once we get to cultivating the farm, or that one field, we'll just put you guys back into a time lapse. But if you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe. It helps us out a bunch. You guys just don't even know. And we'll see you guys when we get back to the field. Pretty decent sized cultivator. See you when we get back. Alright guys, that's just about gonna do it. We're gonna get this field finished off. We're probably gonna put a worker on it and go get us some dinner. It is 5 o'clock, so we're probably gonna do that, and we'll see you guys in the next one. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, helps us out so much. See you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed